Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Oh, this is much better. Okay, so we're connected now.
Yes, we're
Okay.
connected. How are you?
I am good. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. I'm good. So we're on YouTube Live right now, just so you'll know. And then I'll share it to all the other platforms, and you can share it to wherever you want to share it to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome to the. We are here with Mr. Tyrone Lyles, and we are excited to have him today because we're going to talk about what happened to R&B, just like what happened to it. Um, I want to start off because I'll be wrong for not to even start off by saying that we need to send out special prayers to all the victims of these hate crimes that we are hearing about every 2 minutes. It's like every 2 seconds we hear about another crime. So I wanted to start off by just saying that, and we just need to stay prayerful and stay true to our people. I'm not saying be racist. I'm just saying let's be true to our people. Let's give back to each other and stop tearing each other down. And if other races see that we know how to stick together, maybe they'll stop doing all the stuff that they're doing. I'm just saying. What do you think?
Me?
Yes. What do you think about
Oh, I'm 100% behind you. If we but see that's part of the problem before we go on. I don't want to go on a tangent, but
it? No, we
before
can.
we
We
start
can.
talking on topic, that's the major problem in our community is that because other races see that we don't stick together and take care of each other, you know, they just come in and pick us apart.
Hmm.
So I'm 100% behind what you said. We just show that we have a united front and that we do care about each other, just like everybody else care about each other, all the other communities. Then they'll take us more seriously.
Right. And that's how I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I don't know, but I do see that sometimes other races, they tend to stick with one another more so than we do. You
Oh
know,
yeah, absolutely. The Jewish community, the Asian community,
right,
um, they those are the best two examples.
right,
They definitely take care of themselves.
right, right. I agree. I agree. And I don't like to go. I'm like you. I don't want to go on a tantrum. I want this show to be as light as it can because it's just so much going on. But our generation, we have grown up children. We have sons,
Yeah,
number one, and we want them to have an exciting and a eventful life and be able to be there, raise their children, do whatever they need to do. And
yes.
it's a terrible feeling when your child goes out, even though they're grown, because my son is 29, but you worry when you get to see this stuff and you're like, oh my God. So, my first thought as a mother, I'm like, just answer the phone. I just need to hear your voice, but this is the time that we're living in and it is what it is. I just hope that we can get past this point, but I don't know. We just
Right.
gonna, we're gonna hope for it. We're gonna hope for it. Well, I enjoyed your show last night as usual. It's always entertaining. And if you all
Thank you.
know, this is Mr. R&B himself. He comes on every Sunday at 7 p.m. And
Roughly.
yeah, right. Well, yeah, us too. 'Cause exactly. Um, but he is a joy because sometimes through a week and then you get the R&B and that 90s era was the bomb. Everybody can say that. We much younger
That,
then, much younger, but it
the last great era for R&B was '90s.
You know what? It was truly. And so I love listening to you. I look forward to it on Sunday.
Thank you,
You know,
sir.
it's very entertaining, and the group of people you have, you all are, you are making a difference. Because I mean, somebody could be having a bad day, and then they turn you on, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that song. Oh yeah, and then you just start reminiscing on the good times. So
And that's the reason why I do it, because for that reaction more so than anything. It's
hmm
because I knew when I was younger and when I was listening to music, predominantly R&B music. What I mean, I got that from the older generations. As soon as a song that you're very familiar with or you can identify with a certain event in your life, when it comes on, it just takes over. It
yes.
makes you feel a whole different kind of way. So regardless of how you were feeling beforehand, you
Mhm.
hear that song and then they'll go, oh, that's my jam, that's my jam. And all of a sudden you out of having an out of body experience, and
Right.
you may be reminiscing about what had happened when you first heard the song.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, that's exactly one of my main purposes for doing it.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm telling you, yeah. Every time I listen to you, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that one.
Right, right. Yeah, I'm trying to show R&B the love it deserves,
Yes,
because it's, oh my God, in this world of hip hop, and in our area, go go as well.
yes,
R&B just not getting the love, but it seems like hip hop use sample from R&B music,
yeah,
melodies from R&B music,
yeah.
and so does go go, as a matter of fact. And so it's but it's not getting love. I mean, in my opinion, I understand. I believe I understand why, but even that goes back to what we were just talking about before we started talking about the music. So,
Yeah, no, no, no. So, Tyrone, tell everyone about yourself and what you do and why you are so into R&B, and what would you like to see happen in the next like in the future, like say within the next year or so. Sometimes we have to give ourselves a point. What would you like to happen with
well,
R&B in DC? In DC,
right.
all over, but just yeah.
Well, my name is Tyrone. I'm an Aquarius. I love long walks on the beach. No, I'm just like, no, I am a DC native,
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate City,
Yep.
and born and raised. We out here in the suburbs now, but right outside of DC. And music has been a very intricate part of my life, predominantly R&B music. My mom used to play it around the house all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I come from a talented family. My father was a musician in one of the neighborhood bands. He played trombone,
Oh wow.
and was a singer, and my mom was a singer.
Okay, so you come
So
on.
yeah, I
Okay.
had no choice.
Yeah.
And so and so when back in the day when we used to clean the house, we had chores. We used
Mm-hmm.
to clean the house on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Mom used to put on some music
Mm-hmm.
and blasting throughout the house, and we used to listen to it as we did our chores. And then
Okay.
every so often, Mom would grab us up, and we would do a little dance step, do a little two step, or whatever. We called it bopping in the DC area, but they call it hang dancing now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I come from Chicago, but in DC we call it bopping. And then there was church on Sunday, so it
Yeah.
was gospel music. That's where I really started singing at Shiloh Baptist Church down in DC.
Okay.
And then from there, singing in elementary school, in the choir elementary,
Mm-hmm.
talent shows elementary, junior high school as well. And then had an opportunity to audition for Duke Ellington School of the Arts
Okay.
down in DC. And I got into there.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna tell my age, but it was right after Tony Terry and Stacey Lattisaw uh, left. The year after they left, I got there. So singing in the neighborhood. See, back in the day, before hip hop became such a dominant music genre, we used to literally stand on the street corners
Mm-hmm.
and sing. And some of your friends couldn't sing, but
Mm-hmm.
they tried.
Right.
But but the ones who could sing would step in like myself,
Mm-hmm.
and we would sing along and we to harmonize, and somebody would take the lead and you would be ad-libbing. Ad-libbing is singing certain parts, getting in where you can fit in, to help the song along.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounded very nice. This is what we should do on the street corners, on the sidewalk, and then from hold on a second. I'm outside in the car, so
I see.
I wanted some privacy, so one the outside noise. But anyway, from there though, when things started getting, I was still in Ellington, and things started to get pretty bad in DC
Mm-hmm.
in the '80s.
Mm-hmm.
So my father decided to get us out of there. So we moved out here to Montgomery County.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from Magruder High School.
Okay.
Was in their choir, was in their theater club, and a few other clubs as well. Then from there, went to Hampton University for music. Didn't graduate because I had an opportunity to sign a record deal with the group I was with, and so I left school with the understanding that I was going to go back if
And then,
worked out.
of course.
Yeah, and then when the deal fell through,
Mm-hmm.
but I kept on keeping on as far as music was concerned, and then as I got older, we recorded, did some stuff in the area, East Coast, certain parts of America, we went to, but I never got an opportunity again to sign a major record deal or anything like that. But I kept on singing. That's aside from God and my family, that's my first love is music.
Right.
And then but time kept going on and on. So I parlayed, because music is
Yes.
the blood that courses through my veins.
Right.
I parlayed my singing talent into DJing,
Okay.
and then so started making a living doing DJ work,
Mm-hmm.
and doing karaoke. Parlay that into doing karaoke, hosting karaoke and stuff of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And then as technology kept getting better and better,
Mm-hmm.
hence your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And so started broadcasting stuff on using social media,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and just kept on singing, kept on making music,
Mm-hmm.
kept on playing music.
Mm-hmm.
And then as time progressed, with the help of my younger brother and another colleague of mine, we started this Facebook Live R&B Sundays thing
Mm-hmm.
that we do each and every Sunday night.
Yes.
So along the course of my experience and my travels, we have I have produced people, I've written songs for people, I've sung with a whole lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and made music myself as well. So
Okay.
so now I'm just trying to bestow my knowledge and experience onto the younger generation, trying to get something started with them and get them back to where R&B, in my opinion, should be,
Mm-hmm.
and not just like a money-making type thing or a notoriety type thing, but I have seen how this music genre that I love so much can drastically change a person's emotions. And when you're sad, you go to music.
Yeah.
Hold on, some more noise is coming through. Hold on.
Okay.
We gotta move in a second. But anyway, this music that I love so much has, if you're sad, we have music for that.
Yep.
If you're happy, you have music for that. You want to dance, we have music for that. You
Mm-hmm.
want to sit, like back in the day, after a long, hard week of working, you could do one of two things as far as this music that we love so much. You could either sit in the living room
Mm-hmm.
with your component set
Mm-hmm.
where you have the equalizer and the record player and the cassette player or 8-track player. I'm going way back to the 8-track player, but cassette player and all these red and blue uh, lights and everything. You can just sit there, listen to some music, smoke a cigarette for those of them that smoke,
Mm-hmm.
sip a little whatever you want to sip on,
Mm-hmm.
lean back in your chair, and just listen to some good R&B music.
Right.
Or you can call your friends over,
Mm-hmm.
put on some good R&B music, and play some cards,
Mm-hmm. 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 Absolutely.
and listen to Marvin Gaye do his thing,
Mm-hmm.
and or some Cameo do their thing, or if you want to go back to Earth, Wind and Fire, do their thing. It's just so much like this R&B thing crosses so many emotional aspects.
Yes.
It covers everything you
Yes.
want to feel,
Yes.
and it just feels like because the music touches your soul. It's not just
Yes.
ear candy.
Mm.
It touches your soul, hence the word soul music.
Yes.
So that's why I love it so much, and that's why even in 2020, I'm trying to push it and help people to understand what it exactly is, and not what in my opinion has been watered down to be.
Exactly. Exactly. And you said something just now that kind of caught my attention. I love Marvin Gaye. Hands down. Love him, love him, love him. But I like Sam Cooke.
Oh yeah,
There's a song
absolutely.
that I listen to a lot. I haven't listened to it in a while, but it was actually my wake up song, wake up tune, and it was called um, "Ease My Mind, Trouble with My
Yeah.
Mind." Yeah, and like that song just got me through like a very very hard period in my life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it hasn't been that long ago, so but
Right.
that I would listen to that song and listen to that song. I would go walking on that song. I would just play, cook, clean, whatever it is. I would wake up and go to bed to that song. Cause
Right.
that song, like you said, it clenched your soul. Like it was almost like he was talking to me, you know.
Right.
And that's how music is supposed to make you feel. And so when you said that, I'm like, yeah, because there's a lot of songs that my parents would listen to that I listen to now, and I can totally relate to the song. Like you can pretty much say what happened to you when you heard that song. You know,
Yeah. Or you can it'll give you advice.
yes.
Like there was a time, and I'm telling like too many old war stories, but there was a time where you could actually sit with somebody, sit with a girl,
Mm-hmm.
not say a word,
Mm-hmm.
put a song on, and just look at her, and whoever was singing would be talking for you.
Yes.
And it's just like it's like that's on this R&B, and I really don't know too many other songs in different musical genres that do that.
Right.
You could just take the song and grab her up,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to call it slow drag,
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the living room
Mm-hmm.
and not say a word. Because whoever's singing whatever, whether it be guy or girl, or
Mm-hmm.
whether it be guy and girl, will express how you feeling the whole time. And see, that's the R&B that I grew up with. R&B soul music,
Mm-hmm.
because it touches your soul.
Right.
It does something to you
Mm-hmm.
where if you breaking up with your significant other,
Yeah.
whether he broke your heart or she broke your heart, there's a song to help you do that.
That's right. That's
There's
right.
a song that if you want to get with somebody,
Yep.
There's a song that give you advice on how to do that. If you don't know what to do with them on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, there's a song that tells you
What?
take it out. You don't know you don't know how to tell her you love her. There's a song that tells you what to say. It's like an instruction manual for our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Totally.
I mean, and it leaves, and it with one of the major differences between the R&B that I grew up on and the R&B that I'm hearing like in 2020 is that it left a lot to the imagination. It didn't give you verbatim what to do.
Yeah.
It outlined it for you, and even um, wanting to be with someone or something as simple as like saying making love to someone. It wasn't explicit. It was romantic.
Yes.
It was
you said it.
Yeah, that's pretty much, it was romantic.
Yeah.
It was respectful.
Yes.
It left stuff to the imagination.
Exactly. And you know what song I would say is a perfect example of that is Stairway to Heaven.
Oh God.
Okay. So now a young person, like a young kid, you thinking they're talking about going to heaven. So you're like, oh, that's a church song. But then when you become seasoned
to
that song, you know exactly what they're talking about, but they're but not saying it. But somebody that's seasoned be like, yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Be like, yes.
And that's by the OJs. And the OJs were very good at relaying whatever message there was to you in whatever they were singing, and it wasn't explicit, it wasn't raunchy, it wasn't rude, it wasn't nasty, it was nice, it was laid back. Walter would come at you nice and smooth, soulful, like, and then Eddie would come at you like boom, like it was the best 1-2 punch in R&B. It's best 1-2 punch, and when Eddie, with the help of the OJ, sang "Let Me Make Love to You," it wasn't nasty and it wasn't rude. Even though he's saying "I want to make love to you," it was very respectful. Very nice.
It didn't make you feel raunchy like so one nice, you know, this all booty call. You know, it wasn't
that
feeling. You had that, okay, yes, you know, I mean, woo a woman, you know, make us feel princess, you know, come on now, you know, don't be making
which is funny because kids nowadays don't even know what the word woo means.
Not at all.
Like, they don't. What did you say?
What is that?
Woo a woman.
Woo a woman.
Woo a woman. What's woo? Like,
you know,
they don't understand that vernacular, right?
Don't be like, you know, hey, what's up? Yeah, no. What's that? No, I'm not.
Right. Right.
You like, you know, just be classy about it. Be classy about it. Yeah.
See, I was born on Valentine's Day, so my mother and father, you know, mainly my mother, like, tried to train me into how to be a gentleman and be nice and be sweet. Right. Nowadays, you know, it's been taken for granted, and the kids don't know exactly what to do. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I perpetuate this the Sundays R&B thing that I'm doing.
Yes,
it's because if they really, because a lot of the kids, the younger people who see what we do on Sundays, don't even know that some of the popular songs they like today come from songs like that. Almost directly from songs like that.
Yes, because they do a lot of sampling, and so you know sometimes you find yourself listening to the song, well, the rap, whatever, and so like I found myself, you know, I'm like, oh, I like that beat, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, and then you realize that they sample from this, that, and the third.
Yes.
I know, and he likes old music, you know, and I know because he, you know, my mother was around, my father was around, I was around. So he likes all kind of music, but he can pick out a song and he knows that it's a sample from something else, you know.
Right, right.
And so you find yourself, like, doing like this, but then when you hear the lyrics, you're like, oh, wait, oh, okay,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, 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 yeah. Like, oh, hold on, whoa. So so that's one. Like, in my opinion, I feel that it took a lot as far as production wise and musicianship
mhm,
to create a good R&B song.
yes,
Nowadays, it's so cookie cutter. It's quicker and less expensive to sample or to put a hip hop song out than it is to put out a good R&B song. And
oh, okay,
in my opinion, everybody who feels they can put a couple rhyming words together feel they're hip hop artists.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Whereas with R&B, either you can sing
right,
or you can't sing.
right,
And singing is you hit the note.
mm-hmm,
In
mm-hmm,
hip hop, you really don't have a note to hit, but in R&B, either you hit the note. It doesn't matter what style you sing that note, as long as you hit that note.
right,
Because I got mad love and respect for Keith Sweat. He's one of the whiningest R&B singers in the world.
yes,
But even with his style,
mm-hmm,
either you hit the note or you don't hit the note.
exactly,
And his songs were good.
mm-hmm,
His style of singing may have been a little whatever, even that R&B
mm-hmm,
said a lot for R&B.
that's right,
So and it's like I said, it just seemed more expensive to do a good R&B song than to do a good hip hop song.
okay,
That's why in my opinion that's why I feel every other day you're seeing a hip hop artist,
mm-hmm,
whereas with R&B not so much.
right,
And the kids who are doing R&B, it's so auto tuned. It's like the soul is gone
mm-hmm,
from the music we listen to today. I really don't listen to it, but the music of today, it feels like the soul is gone.
mm-hmm,
But the soul is what made our music such an influence
mm-hmm,
every other country in
right,
the world. When the Beatles came over here, when the Rolling Stones and when they all came over here from Europe, even Elton John,
mm-hmm,
it was our R&B and our soul music that
right, right,
inspired them to do whatever kind of music they was trying to do,
mm-hmm,
their version of it. But it was our soul R&B music that inspired them to be the artists that they are.
mm-hmm,
And they had to meet them, the Little Richards and the Michael Jacksons and the James Browns, and they had to meet these people when they got over here.
right,
They kept doing their style of music, but their style of music was greatly influenced
mm-hmm,
by our soul music.
mm-hmm,
And it seems like today, our soul music is gone.
right,
It doesn't touch you the
mm-hmm,
way that the music that we grew up on touches you. And
right,
so that's why I have elected myself to
okay,
be an ambassador for this thing because I'm trying to bring the soul back.
exactly,
That you hear like there are some songs that I can't even sing because I become emotional
mm-hmm,
with the song, especially if I'm singing like or trying to sing because I can hardly get through it.
right,
But Linda, uh, who's constantly on the R&B Sunday, she's like our number one fan. Linda Twyman.
mm-hmm,
There's a song she always wants me to do, and I have like a quarter of the way through it.
I can't get through it.
I can't get through it. It's Jesus is Love
Oh, yes,
by the Commodores. Oh my God, that's not. And see,
mm-hmm,
even though that's more like gospel, contemporary gospel, like a BB and CC Winans type
mm-hmm,
contemporary gospel. because it involves so much of your soul to sing that song. Like you cannot play around with a song like that. You have to be invested
Yes.
in that song in order to deliver
Right.
that song. And there's a lot of people who can separate their emotions, like a Lionel Richie, who wrote the song,
Right.
when he sings the song. But I don't think he even understands the impact when
Right.
he wrote that song. When he wrote that song,
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
I would start singing it, and a lot of it also has to do with the fact that I was trained in music.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in school for it, they teach you music improvisation, meaning in order to deliver the song the best way you can, which is a person, Mary J. Blige is a very good example.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, she may not be the best singer in the world, but what makes a song a Mary J. Blige song is that you can feel everything that she is singing.
Everything. Yes.
She makes you feel it
Yes.
like in your soul.
So, yeah.
And so and that's what puts Mary up there with everybody else, is because she's not she reminds me so much of Aretha Franklin
Mm-hmm.
in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Even though vocally Aretha may be better than Mary, but emotionally,
Right.
she gets you every time.
I
She
agree.
gets you every
Agree. And Jill Scott is another one. I mean, to me, she does it to me every time.
Right.
Yeah, Jill Scott she does it to me every time. Like anything she sings, I'm like, because I just love her voice. She has a good voice, and anything, she gives her all. She gives her all when she does a song, and I love that. Yeah, I love
Right.
that.
So it's like when so that's what I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to educate the masses,
Mhm.
let the kids know, because this is, like I said, this is 2020 now. And
Mhm.
ever since the new century has come around, a lot of people haven't been doing this music thing, in my opinion, the
Mhm.
way it should be done.
Right.
Especially the music that I grew up on, the
Mhm.
music that I love, the music that I try my best to promote and get people to appreciate it like I appreciated it, like my family appreciated it. It has helped us and the people that I know through a
Mhm.
lot of things, and it makes a very big difference um, when something can, like, perfect. Oh my God, today 2020,
Mhm.
which is hilarious to me,
Mhm.
hilarious in the irony of it, not hilarious haha, but hilarious in the irony of it. Like
Mhm.
in 19 I think it was either 1972 or 1973, one of those, Marvin Gaye did What's Going On.
Yep.
What what was it, what is it, not, it's not 50 years later, 47 years later in
Yes.
2020.
And that song is so prevalent.
Yes,
Yeah. I mean,
to today,
to
to
today,
today.
like
You know what I'm saying?
right now.
Right now, as we're talking, they're protesting
Exactly.
and about what Marvin was singing about in the early 70s.
That's right. That's right.
When these kids, actually, it was just funny. Either their parents or their grandparents
Mm-hmm.
was in the streets listening to Marvin Gaye sing about what's going on,
Come on.
and we just seen George Floyd die
Exactly.
a few weeks ago, and so a Marvin Gaye song that was decades ago is
Yeah.
prevalent right now. I mean, that is phenomenal. Give me there isn't too many other songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's what R&B music is.
Yes.
It
And,
it touches the soul of the people,
and the
and that's
words.
good, good.
Yeah. And the words,
And the words,
everything.
not only lyrically,
Yes.
not only lyrically, but melody wise, how we sing the song,
Mm-hmm.
and musically,
Yes.
because there's a song by Barry White
Mm-hmm.
with the Love Unlimited Orchestra.
Oh God, they
I
would.
can't remember the name of it, but not one word is sung through the whole song. And he plays the song. I'll send you the link to it.
I,
I can't remember.
I think I know what it is, but I don't know the name of it. But I'm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and even that song
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can pick any R&B song from the past decades and play,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll touch you the way that it did. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when you're my age,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I raised my kids right too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
My kids listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. My kids
Yeah.
listen to Commodores. My kids grew up on the R&B music that I grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can take songs that are 40 plus years old and still listen to it to this day, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't even really grab a R&B song from the last 5 years
Right.
and go, oh, that's my jam. No, it ain't. Because after this was played, only one other person came close, and he messed up his life so much that you don't even want to listen to his music anymore.
Who was that?
R. Kelly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right? I am so upset with him
Mm-hmm.
because I used to love to sing his songs
Yeah. I mean,
because he was doing it
yes. Yes.
going for R&B music. And then you mess around and do that crap. It's like,
Ugh.
oh, come on, man. Not only are you affecting your life, you're affecting other people's lives now because,
Exactly. Because I don't even listen to his music the same.
right.
Even though you're right. I mean, I loved R. Kelly. I mean, what? Yes.
And I'm so upset with him being an R&B dude myself.
Right.
And you gonna mess around and mess up. I mean, it's like that was so selfish to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That I mean, and that's goes back to what I was saying before.
Mm-hmm.
Don't I mean, this music, your music touched millions of people. Your R&B music, and because of your R&B music, you had written songs for other artists
Mm-hmm.
in different in other genres of music,
Right.
like a Celine Dion or Mariah Carey or Michael Jackson
Mm-hmm.
or Janet Jackson for that matter.
Right.
And so now you mess up your life. So now who do we got that's gonna hold down the fort for this R&B thing that we love so much? Like who do we got? Like, I mean, props to Usher.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm trying to like who is
Well, you
the
know,
man, who's the woman?
I like Neo. I like
Yeah,
Neo. I do like him.
but
And
he's when the last good R&B song he had came out.
it's been a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like who's gonna hold the torch
Yeah. Now,
for, I mean, good.
to the women, it's more women are to me.
Yeah.
You still have Jill Scott. You still
Oh
have,
yeah.
you still have Erica and
Erica.
you
Yeah.
know,
But there's no guys. That's what I'm saying.
exactly. There are no guys. No.
Like the girls, which y'all have always killed it. The girls have always killed it. The women, oh my God, like to listen to like Jill, like when the neo soul quote unquote genre came into existence, they had to label it some kind of way. It's good R&B music. I don't care if you can name it neo, whatever. It's good R&B music. So when Jill and Erica and Layla Hathaway
Oh my goodness.
and
Yeah.
them came into the picture to and hold it down for the women, but then Jaheim came in
Yes.
and then he fell off.
Yeah. I
R.
love.
Kelly was killing it for years,
Yeah.
and then he messed up.
He messed up. Mm-hmm.
Theo, yeah, I got mad love for you, my boy, but he give us some more.
Right.
Don't abandon us, for an executive position.
But I was getting ready to say, because he does a lot of producing now, right?
Yeah,
And that's what you find that happens to them. They end up starting to do other things. Because even with Jill, she still sings, but a lot of her stuff is in the acting right now. Like she does a lot
yeah,
of stuff because she's with Tyler Perry on one of his
yeah.
shows.
But here's the thing, though. She's left such an imprint
She has.
as far as music is concerned that all she got to do is just step up on a stage
That's it.
and sing The Way.
And
Like, oh my God, when she busts out The Way, is like, is it the way you love? Oh, it's like marry me, Jill.
yes,
Somebody, so I need a brother other than Usher and Chris, but Chris is still young, and Chris Brown,
yes.
and he's doing more hip hop ish laced R&B,
Mm-hmm.
where you threw a cuss word in there and some raunchiness in there every so often. But I need somebody to give me Luther or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Luther just stand at the microphone with his rhinestone jacket on and just
And blow you away.
blow you away. Just stand at the mic. It's like it's not just what you're hearing, it's an experience.
Yes,
It's an experience.
it
It's
is.
like you feel it in your bones. You're just standing there,
Yes,
and he would take. Luther was a master at taking other people's song, whether it was a white person singing it or a black person singing it, and make it his own, to the point where if you originally sung that song, you go, "Oh my God, okay, fine, Luther, take the song, you can have it."
right,
I don't
right,
want it anymore.
right. And
That's what I need.
let's not
That's
forget Whitney
huh?
Houston. Whitney,
Yes, same thing, and they both did. Like, it broke my heart when Whitney died. It broke my heart when Luther died. It broke my heart when Gerald Levert died. It broke my heart when Barry White died. When all these people just died, and I'm like, when they died, they took the soul of music with them.
and look, the funny thing is, I love Gerald Levert. Everybody
Yes.
knows that. That's my baby daddy. That's
Right.
my baby daddy.
uh,
Remember exactly where I was when I heard that he had passed, and I was like,
yeah.
hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
took all the air out of me. And I think I was at the Amish market getting,
Oh.
and I was at the in the parking lot, and I heard
Hmm.
say, and I was like, I know they just didn't say that, and
Right.
I had to sit in the car for a minute to get myself together because
Yes.
I could not believe that he had died. I was like, oh my God. And that whole night, I listened to his music all night, and I just cried and cried.
Yep.
Thought that it was my friend or something. It was just
Yep.
heartbreaking to me because I
Yep.
just loved his music.
Right.
And that again is an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a low singing. I'm in the low singing register, like with a Gerald Levert
Mm-hmm.
and James Ingram, Gerald Levert. But when Teddy Pendergrass died,
God.
I fell to my knees like it was raining outside, and somebody done broke my heart. Like, nah, like with Teddy, because my mother was an animate Teddy Pendergrass, still is to this day, an animate Teddy Pendergrass fan. So she played it like it was going out of style,
Yeah.
and so my style of singing is very much patterned behind Teddy.
Right.
So when Teddy died, oh my God, it knocked me off like somebody shot my father or something.
I,
I'm just oh so
I know. I know.
so I need somebody to step up. But see, the problem, in my opinion, just like I said, it costs so much less to do a watered down R&B song or label it R&B. Because
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, if it don't touch you like R&B is supposed to touch you,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't sing it
Mm-hmm.
to like you're trying to touch somebody's soul, it's not R&B music. It's like R&B pop or whatever you want to
Right.
call it.
Exactly.
R&B light.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Because R&B music is soul music.
Right.
You know,
Right.
sing it to invoke an emotional response. Don't just sing it just to be, you know, McDonald's, like,
Right.
throwing out a different kind of burger. No, I
Mm,
want a steak. You
yes.
know what I'm saying? Sing it like you
Like.
giving me a steak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. I mean, because like right now, music is really important to healing the soul. To
Yes.
me, like when I look at the TV and you just keep seeing this stuff, that music is what kind of keeps you going,
Yes.
and even if it's sad, it still
Yeah.
keeps going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know I watched the George Floyd's funeral, and
Yeah.
I love Total Praise. So when they did that, I thought, Lord have mercy, I I couldn't
Yeah.
get myself together, and I was like,
Right.
oh goodness. But it was just you needed to hear that, and I guess too when I heard that, I just said, although he had to die the way that he did, and it was for malicious reasons why he died.
Right. Right. They got murdered. Yes.
God made it where he's still an angel because
Right.
he touched so many people.
Yeah. He brought us together.
Yes.
I mean, because there were people dying, like, shoot, what, maybe a month before there was something else in the news,
If
and Aubrey down in the South got shot by
Taylor,
those what.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah. So but to what a lot of people don't understand is, and what Marvin, going back to what I was saying before, understood back in the 70s
that's
and
right,
in the 60s,
right.
to actually see it
Mm-hmm.
and count it down.
That's
You're watching what we have as a people have been witnessing all of our lives, and have heard stories from our parents and our parents' parents
mm-hmm.
all of our lives.
Oh,
But to actually, whoever, I think it was a woman, a young girl who recorded that,
mm-hmm.
him dying like that, to actually get it slapped in your face, to
Mm-mm.
actually get it thrown in your face for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, to be you could not turn away because you're watching him die right before your eyes.
Modern
And the
pro.
right, right. And you're watching it because you can come up. I've had this conversation a million and one times since it all went down. But to watch it, you can't deny
No.
or try to explain away what everybody saw happen,
Mm-hmm.
and what we as the people have been telling every other race of people,
Mm-hmm.
every authority,
Mm-hmm.
every official
Mm-hmm.
for decades,
Decades. For decades.
going even into the last century, when we supposed to have been, well, not the last century because we're in the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say the 19th century, when we supposed to have been free, like
Right.
in 1865. It's
Right.
been going on before then,
For that.
and especially after then. And
So,
we've been telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you. And telling you. It took over a century
mm-hmm.
for y'all to witness it because of technology.
Mm-hmm.
It happened right before your eyes, and it wasn't made up. It wasn't a movie. You're
Mm-mm.
watching it.
Exactly.
And in our music, we've been singing about this. We have been um, um, praising about this, asking God for help about this, and because R&B music is a derivative of gospel,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because a lot of gospel singers come out and be
That's right.
great at R&B.
That's right.
So that's why, gospel music, praising God, soul music
Mm-hmm.
invokes the same emotion, just for different reasons, of
Exactly.
course.
Exactly.
But that's in it being a derivative of gospel music. Marvin was singing about this in the 70s.
Yes.
And it took us, you could have taken the Marvin Gaye's What's Going On song
Yeah.
and placed it right over what we saw.
And look, if you
Boom.
to that entire album, every song on there,
Every song on there.
that album.
Yes.
I mean, and like I said, I love Marvin Gaye. I listen to him. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but that
DC's on Marvin Gaye. Let's put that up in there. It's DC. He belonged to us.
that's right. We gotta put that out there.
Right. He belonged to us.
Oh my God. He was just like that music. Is it? It is today. It is
Yeah.
today. Like I mean, I don't know who I was talking to, but I was talking to a friend of mine, as a matter of fact, and we were just talking about all the stuff that has been going on in the last couple of months here,
Yeah.
and basically we were just saying how um it's basically we were saying how it's just when we were coming up, we heard about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you
Mm-hmm.
um Medgar Evers. We
Yeah,
heard about Emmett Till.
yeah.
And I know with me, Emmett Till, that picture of Emmett Till was etched into me forever.
You and everybody else in America. That would
Yeah,
even again, even though not to cut you off, sweetie,
so you
even though the same effect that the Emmett Till thing happened was the same effect George Floyd happened.
oh definitely. But let's not forget Aubrey because we did see
Yes,
him.
yes,
People ran. I mean, he's jogging. So
yes.
black people don't want to be healthy. Like
Right.
black people can't run. They can't
And
run without somebody thinking that they're running away from something.
regardless of what and this is what blows my mind, and this is where the argument stops for me. Because the guy who just got killed in the Wendy's parking lot down in Atlanta when they Atlanta started burning the last couple of days.
Yeah,
The problem I have is what how little regard people have for black men dying.
and that's it.
Because it doesn't matter what they were doing,
That's
unless they were doing something that warranted you killing them,
yes.
killing them. And it's that, like, I don't care what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't warrant you killing him,
Exactly.
beating him up, retaining him. You know, the most extreme I would give you benefit of the doubt is that a bone got broken or he sprained his ankle or got a concussion or something.
I mean,
Even I would argue that point.
yeah,
I'm just saying, you hold the life of these men in so low regard that you want to explain away
yeah.
why you felt it was necessary
Mm-hmm.
to kill them.
So yeah.
And that's the thing that blows my mind more than anything. That's where the argument stops for me, because there's nothing you can say out of your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
because you witnessed the same thing I witnessed
Exactly.
as the person who killed this person.
Right. And
What did this person do that you felt it was warranted to take his life away?
nothing. And that's the thing. Like that young man, he was jogging, but then we
Hmm.
talked about Rayshard Brooks that just got killed in Atlanta. He's in his car asleep.
Sleeping.
Okay, so he might have been intoxicated. Okay,
Yeah.
so you did right. Tell him to pull over.
Yep.
If he had been, and I'm gonna say it, had he been a white man, okay,
Yep.
they would have told him to pull the car over. Do you have someone?
No. The whole thing was, sweetheart, he was already pulled over. He was in the car sleeping.
Right. So they asked him to move his car
Yeah.
in the parking spot.
Right.
That's my thing. But they wouldn't have had him to
No.
do the stuff that
No.
Rayshard do. So he's got to do all this, that, and the third, and that came with that to
Yep.
seeing him be shot down
Yeah.
3 times.
Yep.
That shot him 3 times in the back. Wendy's drive-through full of people.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
what would have happened if they had shot somebody in one of those cars?
You're right. There were kids. There were kids there.
See
There
that?
were kids there, and that was the argument. That's part of the argument, was that he took a taser, because I got the whole thing on video. It was like 30 minutes before the whole altercation started.
Right.
He was complacent. He was going along with the instructions.
Yeah.
He was explaining to them what was going down. This is after they got him out of the car from sleeping. Like, what he already told you, I've been drinking. I had a couple of drinks, whatever. But he had the responsibility and the know-how to pull the car over and go to sleep.
Exactly.
But instead of putting him in an Uber or maybe taking his keys away so when he wakes up he don't drive off, you gonna harass this guy. Then you're gonna try to harass him. Yeah, he was wrong for taking the taser, but you were wrong for doing what you was doing.
Right.
If this was, I mean, plain and simple, if this was the white guy, they would have probably paid for an Uber for this man to drive home or whatever, come back and get his car later. So everything that happened afterwards, and that's the thing that infuriates me. Everybody looks at the fact that what happened on page 4 and 5 and 6.
Right.
But page 1 through 3,
Mm-hmm.
I'm cooperating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing any threatening gestures.
Mhm.
Even before that, before you open up the book, I was in my car sleeping because I had too much to drink.
That's right.
And so because this man, no, you're not, his judgment's already impaired because he told you he was drinking.
Mhm.
So you're gonna try to arrest him. He does something stupid,
Mhm.
breaks away, grab your taser
Mhm.
while he's running away, and you shoot him in the back.
Mhm.
No, you can't. No, Because I got that on my page. I got the whole video, the body cam video on my page.
Your page.
But I also got on my page how some drunken white guy in a whole nother state with whole nother cops, white cops,
I saw.
wrestling him on the ground. He took their billy club out,
Mhm.
was hitting them with it. Then
Good.
he jumped in their car and drove away.
And it wasn't. It was their squad car.
Yes, their squad car
So
and drove. You're wrestling on the ground with two other police officers,
let's talk.
and not once did you think to reach for your gun
Mhm.
and shoot this guy. Not once did you think of killing this guy. Not once were you afraid of this guy. He
Mhm.
got away from you two cops, got in your squad car
Mhm.
and drove away. And not once did you think to kill this. What the whole thing that blows my mind with this, and then we got to pick this back up again because it's starting to get real heavy,
Yes.
is that I really don't understand why they're so afraid
Mhm.
of us black men
They always.
when it was your ancestors and your people
Y'all brought us over here.
who did all the violent atrocities to us, but you are so afraid of us that instead of running me down in the parking lot and tackling me,
Hmm.
you shoot me in the back.
3 times.
You're right, 3 times.
Three
You
times.
put your knee on my neck to hold me down. You and your other fellow officers hold me down, but you got your knee on my neck with
Yeah.
your hands in your pocket.
Degrading him.
You right. You come into my house and shoot me in my house. You gun me down
He down.
while I'm running and jogging on the side of the road.
That's right.
You do all this to me because you're afraid of me. What have I done historically
Hmm.
to get you to fear me as much as I should be fearing you?
Well, see, that's the thing, you know, this is a whole nother story, but I hear you on that because I feel like they act like that because they know that they brought us over here. They know
Mm-hmm.
all the nasty things that they subjected us to. And
Yeah.
we're not even gonna go into that because that's a whole nother. I'm not even gonna do it.
Yeah.
All the things that they have done to us. So now they want to sit here and degrade us and because they've always made us feel less than.
Yeah.
Raped us, and I'm not saying just women. They raped the women and the men.
Oh, in a minute. In a minute.
They made them do all kind of stuff.
Yes.
Men, they demasculized the men.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, the men, they have families and they
Yep.
strip the families from the men.
Hmm.
And
And but you have the nerve
right
to
now,
be afraid of me.
and you
What you're afraid of, what you're afraid of is that one day
hmm,
we're gonna go. You know what? I'm
hmm,
sick of this.
yeah, and we are.
No, but to the point where there are a lot of black young men out here who
Mhm,
can go to the same gun store
that's right.
and buy guns,
Hmm.
registered
Hmm.
guns,
Hmm.
and as soon and that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of what Public Enemy called a black planet.
Hmm.
They're afraid of all black people, especially black men, organizing,
Hmm.
getting together,
Hmm.
and doing to them what they done to us.
Okay.
That's what they're afraid of. And as soon and they have every right to be.
Hmm.
Because as soon as we as a people go, you know what? We've had enough of this shit.
Hmm. Hmm.
And do what the white guys in the hillbilly white guys do, where they got like 1,000 guns and rifles, and
Hmm.
the white militias that feel it's appropriate to bring your guns down to whatever state capital, hence like South Carolina,
Nothing happened,
guns and stuff,
and nothing happened.
and nothing happened. As soon as we decide we can do this too as a people, as soon as we decide that we've had enough, they
Mhm.
have every right to fear us because an organized, educated
What
black man is the white man's worst
is
fear.
fear?
I mean, aside from their grandkids being black, but next to that, next to that, that is their worst fear because there is so much retribution
Hmm.
and so much they have to pay for
Yes.
that that's what they're afraid of. As soon as that black man would have turned around and said, "Hold on a second, I'm not going to stand here and have you do this to me anymore."
Hmm.
And as soon as that one person turns into 3 people, and that people turns into 13 people, and then next thing you know, there's a mob of black men legally organized
Right.
and armed
Right.
under the Constitution.
Right. Hmm.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly.
That's what they're afraid of. And you know what's funny though? When that happened, there's a song to be R&B song you can play while they marching up the Capitol steps.
Okay. And what would that be? I'm trying to think. I know.
There's another Marvin Gaye song, Inner City Blues.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is on that What's Going On out.
Yeah.
So, like you said, that whole album
Whole
should
hour.
be played. Yes,
I'm gonna go.
yes,
Yes, it's the best. The
yeah.
best. The best. Well, I told you I wanted you to sing something before we end, but
We-
you to tell the group, well, the followers, where they can follow you and so they can listen out for you. And I know you said you're looking for some singers, some talented singers. So,
Yeah, I sent you a message beforehand telling you that I wasn't prepared to sing today.
oh, did you?
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah, check your messages. And
okay,
but we can I'll make that up to you another day.
that's fine.
And but you can find me on every Sunday night,
Hmm.
7-ish, because that's one of our bad traits as black people. We don't understand the concept of time.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
7-ish every Sunday night. The name of the group is called Facebook Live R&B Sundays,
Hmm.
and it's not a practice or rehearse type atmosphere. It's very organic.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room can actually sing.
Hmm.
So what we do, we get up on stage and we sing songs that we like and songs that are requested, whether it be a cappella,
Hmm.
whether it be to music tracks. And this COVID-19 thing messed up the flow because we was gonna have bands and musicians there as well.
Right.
But as soon as it's safe enough for all of us to be in a place where nobody won't be contracting a disease
Right.
or anyone wouldn't be contracting a disease, we will have R&B musicians there, and
Hmm.
we will have more R&B singers. In the meantime, we're trying to get through this thing right along with everybody else,
Right.
and we sing. Like I said, we were singing songs whether a cappella or whether to music tracks. And the reason why I say it's not rehearsed and it's not practiced is because we'll mess up.
Hmm.
That's part of the fun of it all.
Right.
That we'll mess up, and we'll also be doing freestyles over music tracks where the music is not the the lyrics aren't necessarily part of the song, but
Mhm.
we'll be singing and having some fun. Like there's an episode where we did an impromptu NFL East challenge type situation. And
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw that. I'm gonna grab that segment and repost it because my good friend Tony Warren, who's a Dallas Cowboy fan, he was singing. He walked up on stage to freestyle sing, which Erica Badu coined a soul cipher.
Yes.
And instead of rapping, he was singing. And my good friend Cynthia Smith walked up on stage with him, and she had a Philadelphia Eagles jersey on. He's a Dallas fan.
Right.
So he went in on her singing about how Philly sucks. So she grabbed the mic and started singing about how Dallas sucked. Well, then not for my Redskins to be left out, I grabbed the microphone and jumped up on stage and sang how good my Washington Redskins were,
Hmm.
and how both Dallas and Philly suck.
Right.
Then my good friend Chris, unbeknownst to us, we didn't know he was a Giants fan.
Oh my.
So he grabbed the microphone and started singing about the New York Giants. So that was one of the best times because, like I said, it wasn't rehearsed.
Right.
It's very organic.
Yes.
We don't even when we're doing duets, it's just songs that we think we can sing with each other. So
Mhm.
we'll do it, we'll mess it up,
Yeah.
but we're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves, and that brings the soul back to it. It's not polished, it's not rehearsed. It's very familiar with what we used to do back in the day when we were just standing on the street corner,
Hmm.
having conversation and enjoying each other's company, and then somebody will break out in song, and then all of a sudden you're hearing all this harmony going on and people doing leads and stuff like that. We're
Hmm.
just doing it on the stage, and we're streaming it using modern technology
Right.
so that the world can see us do what we do.
Right.
So that's every Sunday night on and it's a group on Facebook Live R&B Sundays. You're more than welcome to watch. And if you have a request for a song you like to do, as
Hmm.
long as it's an R&B song or a song we can make into an R&B song. Because
Right.
we have taken songs by Sarah McLachlan and songs by Bonnie Wright
Okay.
and songs by more predominantly pop
Hmm.
white artists
Hmm.
and made them R&B
Okay. Okay.
and sung them in a different style, in our style,
It
and have fun with them
made it
and
your.
made it our own. Exactly.
Hmm.
We'll sing a cappella, or we'll sing freestyle, soul cipher style, or we'll sing along to music tracks that you're more familiar with. It's
Okay.
all about us having fun, and again, trying to bring back the soul of R&B music,
R&B. Hmm.
and
Well,
that's on Sundays.
are you looking for people to get
Absolutely, absolutely, because I'm an old man, or seasoned. Thank you so very much.
in?
I'm seasoned,
Yes.
so my time has passed as far as being a recording artist or you know, singing to millions and millions of people. But I would love to bestow this knowledge that I have and my know-how
Mm-hmm.
onto the young people, especially with the technology and the world is wide open to
Hmm.
them. See, I still remember when people used to come by the house knocking on the door trying to sell you Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right. Exactly.
Now all they gotta do is they don't even have to even type, which is, oh my God, these kids. All
Right.
they gotta do is just ask their phone,
Yeah.
ask their phone
Siri.
what yes, Siri, Google,
Can you help
Alexa,
us out? Right. Exactly.
just ask, and they got the knowledge of the world in their fingertips.
Yeah.
So using modern technology, these kids nowadays, I keep saying kids, but I'm saying young people. If you don't know to be my kid, I call you kid.
Me too.
So 20 somethings, even 30 somethings, just
Hmm.
want to bestow what I have
Hmm.
onto them, and they
Hmm.
can take it and run with it and keep the soul of this music genre I love so much alive. That's all I want to do. I
Right.
ain't trying to be a millionaire in this thing. I just want to sit here and watch these kids, these young girls, and these young guys sing their heart out
Right.
and keep it alive
Yeah.
for me and everybody else. Show them what it really is. Like her, that girl, her
I
who
love.
sings. Oh my, she's keeping it alive.
She's bad. Like
Yes,
uh,
yes, she is.
when I know she's gonna be on something, I watch because I love her. I love,
Yes,
love. Yeah, I love
yes. She's keeping it. She's been doing it since she's a little girl.
she's
And
a threat. She's a threat because
yeah, oh yeah,
she can write songs and she plays. I mean,
and she plays. Yep,
and
yep,
she's beautiful. So I mean,
yes,
she's all of that. So
yes,
as hands down, I love her. I
yep, yep, yep,
love her.
yep. And so that's what I want to do. She's young. She's still in her 20s. So it's like
Right.
I just want to bestow. I have so much to give. I have so much knowledge and so much experience, so
Mhm.
much know-how. I would love to take a guy and a girl actually that's one of my missions, to take a guy and a girl
Mm-hmm.
and make them
A
into
duet.
duet,
Yeah.
and have them, because we have no more duets. We have no more. If I say Peaches and Herb, or Renee and Angela,
We don't have.
or Ashford and Simpson, to these kids, and they go, "Who? Who? What are you talking about?"
I don't know those people. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, and have them go out here and kill the game.
Right.
Just kill them. Just knock them off their feet.
Now, do you write music or?
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes. So anyone who's watching this,
Right. That's what I wanted.
on this lovely ladies podcast, anyone who's watching it, if you know a young guy, young girl
Mm-hmm.
who you believe can sing and take the torch of this R&B thing,
Mm-hmm.
have them contact me, Tyrone Lyles Sr.,
Mm-hmm.
because I have a recording studio for them to recording. I have singers, songwriters who will help me formulate music for you, or take your ideas and formulate that into songs. I have access to publishing. I have a place for you to perform
Mm-hmm.
and tailor your style, tailor your music. I have access to any and everything that you need
Okay.
to make for the world to see you do what you do.
Okay.
Now, if it's written in the stars that you're going to be a mega star,
Mm-hmm.
or even a star, and make millions or whatever, no one's going to stop that from happening.
Right.
But what I'm going to do is help you through the pitfalls, because this is a business.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to use my experience and use my know-how to give you the platform to do what it is in your heart you love to do. You got to love this thing
Right.
in order for you to make it.
That's right.
Because the people who don't love this thing, they fall off. The
Such.
people who don't love this thing have obstacles that are right around the corner, and as soon as those obstacles hit them,
Mhm.
they fall off or even die,
Right.
like literally die. So
Right.
you got to love this music
Yes.
for you to make it in this music,
Right.
because you're not going to always um you're not going to always be successful, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
doing this music,
Mm.
but you will be successful if you love this music.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
if you know of anybody, have them contact me. Patrice knows how to get in contact with me, and if you go to my personal Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
my telephone number is there as well.
Okay.
So, and we can communicate, and I'll sit down with them and um, get a better understanding in what direction they want to go. But if they love this thing, I will help them get to where they need to go.
Okay. Okay.
Plain and simple.
Okay. I just wanted to put that out there for the people because I mean, people. It's. I'm sure it's a lot of people out here. Not a lot, but people would love to sing, but they don't know where to go. So
Yeah, I have over 50 years of experience.
right.
Well, actually, I'm over 50 years, but I have at least 40 years, 45 to 40 years of being in this music thing,
Right.
whether it's professional or just singing
Right.
as a little guy in the single digits. I've been doing this music thing. I've been singing this thing since I was in single digits, since I was about 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing music professionally on one aspect or another
Mm-hmm.
for at least the last 28 years
Mm-hmm.
professionally.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been through the pitfalls. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been a major recording artist, but I'm in a very big class of people who haven't been major recording artists. There's millions of us.
Right.
For every one, there's like 1,000 people or so trying to make it. So,
That's right.
but I can bestow upon these young people the right way to do this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and give you access to all the things that you need to show the world what you got to offer.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Plain and simple.
that's plain and simple. Well, people, if you want to get in touch with Tyrone Lyles, you please either inbox me or in Oregon, you can look for his page. He is Tyrone Lyles Sr.
Yes.
And you can check me out on I Am the Risen Woman on Facebook. You can inbox me I am the Risen Woman on Facebook and also Instagram. I am I'm the Risen Woman. I'm the Risen Woman on Twitter. So, but everywhere else, I am the Risen Woman. You can inbox me if you want to talk to Tyrone. If you're interested in the business, just let me know and we'll go from there because that's what we're here for. We're here to put out knowledge to our people.
Absolutely.
We're here to make sure that we're not steered in the wrong way. This is what we're here for. This is what I'm doing. This is why I chose this platform because I know for me, if sometimes if I had that platform, I probably would be in a different place right now. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. But we must stick together, and this is a part of sticking together. We do things like this. We put each other on, and we just go with it. I mean, it's plenty out here for everybody. You shouldn't be selfish because that's when you don't. That's when things go bad. So you just have to, put yourself out there and make yourself known. I mean, Tyrone is here. He can help you. And trust me, he has a beautiful voice, but he's prepared to
Oh, thank
say.
you.
So I'm going to give him that one. But he's saying it on the air now. So everybody, he's going to produce us an opening song for my podcast. That's what I'm
Yes, I will.
going to do.
Yes,
That's
I will.
what I'm going to do. So he'll be opening up my show every evening with his song, whatever he feels to say about me to
Yes.
open up me for my podcast. So because I'm at a small platform right now, but I see myself going other places soon. So it's fine. But Tyrone, I really appreciate you. I mean, I'm so grateful to have friends such as you and just so many others. And I'm rooting for you. I mean,
I got you too,
I can
sweetie.
do to help out, just let me know. I would love to come to one of your Sundays,
Yes, you are welcome.
right?
Your open invitation, sweetheart.
And I'll do my live via that. I'll just have a Sunday that I'm just gonna come to you guys and I'm gonna let you all do what y'all do.
Yes, please do. Yes, please do. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, and then because I remember when you asked for the band members and things like that. I remember that. I totally remember that. But I know as
Right.
soon as you did that, then we all just kind of got wiped off the map. But
I know. Yeah, it was and we before that even happened, we had like at one time, like when we first started doing this thing, we had like I think the most we've had in there is like 15 people. They
right,
were all singers, and we was having fun. And then the world said, nope, we're gonna stop right here.
yeah. And then I think you had like somebody playing the keyboard,
Yep,
and then you had some
yep,
on the bass guitar.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I got musicians that want to come in, and they can actually play. Like I said, it's very organic, it's very grassroots. So
oh,
it's not practiced or polished or rehearsed. We
right,
just getting together. It's like a jam session
yes,
for singers.
that's
But
right.
we have our musician friends that want to step in there. I got musicians who play every musical instrument you can think of, from saxophone to drums to keyboards to piano to guitars.
Mhm.
And then we got our vocalists. But because of what's going on with the world, everybody's, and I understandably so,
Yeah,
everyone's feeling some kind of way. So I like, but when it's safe, believe me,
yes.
we're going to pick up where we left off and just jam away.
Yes. So I'm going to let you close on one word because with every guest, I have a word. So your word is, what is hope to you? The word hope.
The word hope to me is what keeps us alive and what keeps us dreaming of a better day, especially for my people.
Amen.
We keep hoping and we keep praying, and we keep believing that it's going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what keeps us moving, because if we, like we touched on earlier, if we for 1 minute stop hoping
Mm,
and stop believing there's going to be a change, it's going to be a state of anarchy.
that's right.
So we have faith. We as in the words of a great person said, keep hope alive.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. That keeps us from not going insane, not doing drastic things that we can't come back from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It inspires us to do better
Exactly.
because we hope it will get better,
Right.
that it will be a better day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what keeps us in line spiritually. That's what keeps us in line emotionally. That's what keeps us moving forward
Mm-hmm.
is hope.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a yeah, you hit it. You hit it on the nail. Well, Tyrone, I thank you again. We'll be talking soon. Hopefully I'll get somebody and be like, oh, I really need to talk to him. I'll be like, okay, okay.
Yeah, send them my way, please.
As
Because using your word, I hope that some young man or some young girl sees this and believes that I can help them on their journey
yes.
with real R&B, with real R&B soul music, and
Oh,
they'll go out here and I'll have them conquer the world. And I'll just step back and let them do their thing. I'll just help them. I'll mentor them and get them to the spot where they need to be.
and that's what we need. We need good mentors out here.
Yeah,
We need good people out here. And that's something and I'll be getting in touch with you because I know I'm trying to get a collaboration together for with just our young teenagers and
yeah.
young people. We have to find a way to get them to feel appreciated because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes these kids, they come from places that they don't even know what the word is because their home life is not balanced. So,
Right,
you know, if they see another way of living, maybe they'll be like, oh, okay, this is what this is all about.
right.
You know, although we get frustrated because that's the parent in us, uh,
Mm-hmm.
we still have to understand that they need guidance because we needed it.
Right. Yes, we did.
And sometimes we still need it where we are
Yeah.
today. You
Believe me. Yes.
like looking at the news and just little things that happen in my life, I'll be like, golly, I wish I could just call my mother or my father, like I just need to hear that, well, it's gonna be all right, or so I know that, we are needed. Even
Yes.
people might not feel like it, but we are needed. So
Yes.
yes,
I agree 100%, sweetheart.
yes. So what Tyrone, thank you. And you all, like I said, if you want to get in touch with Tyrone, please inbox me at I Am the Risen Woman. Again, I Am the Risen Woman. And I thank you for joining my podcast and hope to see you next week. Have a good evening. Bye bye.